That big stick Spartan minnow. Real slow cranks, about 4 or 5 cranks, and then a pause. And there she goes. Yeah, it's a nice one. There we go. And that big stick Spartan minnow. There we go. He hammered that Spartan minnow. See if we can get some out. Alright, that's the Spartan minnow. I got that last one on a big stick. I had it on a 1/32 ball head. So I'll show you how I hook these up. You want to start with the back up, and that's where all the little bumps or the scoots are. And you go through the upper part here. Slowly jab it in there and work it slowly just around the curve, and then once it goes around the curve of the hook, pop the point out and then just slightly slide it back so it's pretty much straight, and end up with something just like that. There we go. An RHA spoon, Morning Glory. We got him way out there. There you go, fella. Go. Morning Glory. Get some more of that. Oh, nice. There we go. Yep. Bleeding toad slayer. It's like green and got some blood on it because it's bleeding toad slayer and it's bleeding.
You serious?
That's a little bit better one. Good looking little fish. 3 gram bleeding toad slayer. See if we can get some out. Alright guys, show you what we're doing out here with these spoons. We're casting all the way out. Got the wind at our back so we can make pretty good cast. Reeling in the slack, and then I'm just letting it sink for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 seconds. Not being exact with it, just giving it a little bit of time. You can see I'm slowly kicking here just because there's a little bit of a breeze. I'm just trying to stay in one position. So now I start to retrieve. Real slow cranks, about 4 or 5 cranks, and then a pause. About 4 or 5 cranks, and then a pause. 4 or 5 cranks and then a pause. And if you can see the rod tip, you can see that rod tip just bouncing a little bit. That's the action of the spoon, so I know it's working right. And just keep repeating that process until hopefully we get bit. So see if we can get some out. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, there I got it. Almost had a double. This one's fighting pretty good. And that bleeding toad slayer. There you go. There we go. Good looking little holdover fish.
Ready to catch more than seriously.
There she goes. Nice. All right, ladies and gents, there you have it. Great time out at Gregory. It's good to get back out there and actually catch some fish. I've been going here and there, making trips, and ended up with one or none out there, trying to get a lot of them holdovers. There were a bunch in there. I have some sonar contacts that I can show you. I'll put up on the screen. There's a lot of Lawson still in that lake. And it seems with this DFG plant, you know, the fish were real frisky and fought real good, but they're on the smaller side. But I think what that did is it helped stir up those holdover fish. That's why I said I got that one, and I saw a couple other nice size ones come in, and I really think those are the holdovers from the Lawson plants. The only downside is, from what I understand, they aren't going to be doing another plant until spring. So this is it for Gregory. Until through the winter, until springtime. But you know, that can always change, and maybe the info I got was bad, but that's what I'm hearing anyway. So as far as the fishing, I started off, got a couple on the Spartan minnows. The first one I didn't show it because it was so small. I didn't realize it was a trout. I thought it was a crappie or something. It was a little bitty one, but he took that whole 2-inch Spartan minnow down. Hammered it, but after that, a buddy of mine was using spoons, and he was getting some bites, so I switched to spoons, and really took off. They really had a taste for the spoons, and especially as you can see in the video, on the paws. So when you're reeling in spoons, or even just inline spinners like that, don't forget to do a pause now and then, or even give it a little action, bounce your rod tip once in a while, give it some jerks. Because what will happen is the trout will get right behind that spoon or that lure, and they will just follow right behind it, waiting for it to do something, waiting for it to slow down, speed up, something. And that's the point of the pause, because you saw in the video, as soon as I would stop lots of times, that's when they would smack it. So with that, if you want any of the Golden State Fishing custom baits I use, there's a QR code right here that will take you to a link tree, which will take you to all the sites I'm about to talk about. If you input code CSpanker at checkout, you get 10% off your purchase. Likewise with the RHA spoons, hit the QR code, it'll take you to the site. If you make a purchase over $25 and input code GETHOOKED, you get 10% off. And the WaterLand sunglasses I use all the time when I fish. If you use the hyperlink that's in this QR code in the link tree or in this video's description, and purchase anything, you will get an automatic 15% off, but you do not have to enter any kind of code, but you have to use that hyperlink. If you don't use that hyperlink, you won't get the 15% off. So coming up next, I just got back from the Sierras, so I'm working on that video. We did pretty well up there. And then I'm going back to Utah end of this week. So when the next video comes out, I should still be up in Utah. And then after that, back to the Sierras, and about that time, I think SoCal trout season should be starting to really kick up. So if I hear anything, if their lakes are getting stocked with trout or whatever, I will certainly try and get on my Instagram or on here in the outro and let you guys know about it. And I hope to see you guys out there soon. And till we meet again, tie lines.